Set between the mountains of Snowdonia and the Eryri Sea lies an area of rich landscape with many treasures to explore. These great mountains were forged over millions of years, beaten into shape by ice, wind and water.
Let me introduce you to the wonders of Snowdonia and how this ever-changing land has enriched and inspired not just its own people, but the whole world.
This is the stage for an intense drama of conflict and progress, of furious industry and quiet inspiration. A land valued not only for its natural resources, but for the craft, culture and ideas that flow from it. There have been people living here in northwestern Wales for millennia. This 4,000-year-old stone circle acts as a prehistoric marker for some extraordinary developments that have taken place nearby. The properties of these rocks proved ideal for making axes. A great many blades were hewn from this very rock face, and examples have been found hundreds of miles from here. A little more than a stone's throw away at the Great Orme, early people discovered copper ore in the soft limestone, which when combined with tin produced a tough and useful alloy, bronze. Farming communities flourished, and by the Iron Age, settlements such as Eryri had developed, with a large number of stone houses protected on all sides by high walls. In the 1st century AD, the Romans extended their rule over the land they called Britannia and marched into northwestern Wales. They were to build a network of stone strongholds that would endure for 300 years. Throughout this period, the Snowdonian peoples maintained their traditional tribal independence from each other. But for the first time, they had also tasted the unity that comes from a common enemy. Alongside the land's rich material worth, harnessed by craftsmen and desired by invaders, there is another, more spiritual force at the heart of northwestern Wales. With ancient pathways and an abundance of historic churches, shrines and retreats, the area has been welcoming pilgrims and travellers for centuries. And this landscape is also a home to the bardic tradition of storytellers and poets, who pass on the songs and tales of the ages. Until the 13th century, the ancient kingdoms of Wales were governed by a handful of independent princes. Using their power base in northwest Wales, one dynasty, the Princes of Gwynedd, were for the first time able to achieve widespread political unity. But the land would soon be shaken by the ambitions of the English crown. Drawing on his experiences of the Crusades, Edward I ordered the construction of some of the most expensive and extraordinary castles in history. The results survive to this day, even if they failed to dispossess the Welsh of their lands, their language and their law. At the beginning of the 19th century, this ancient landscape was transformed by fire and steam. This was an industrial revolution, fueled by an abundance of slate, granite, copper, lead, and gold, changing traditional communities in northwestern Wales forever. From the first ancient discoveries, this place has been a crucible for change. In both war and peace, this is a land of progress and profound inspiration. Wherever you look or choose to explore, this part of Wales proudly reflects its history and invites you to share in it.